Wow, wow, hello, 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 hello. Yeah, I'ma leave all that in there. I like that. That's my new ad lib.
So let's do this.
But I do want to talk about
I
that
feel like
Ti and Tiny.
Yeah, facts.
Let's get into it.
But
that's what I was
I
about to ask.
honestly feel like it could be kind of true because they is, on a little freaky side of the world. So I kind of feel like it might be true, but at the same time, sex trafficking that's it's a little, serious. So I'm not sure if I would look at him and say, okay, like, yeah, he does sex trafficking, but whoever who nowadays looks like they do sex
No, I believe that they definitely have
trafficking.
multiple people in the bedroom with them for sure. But as far as the sex trafficking, like that's a big accusation.
Yes.
Yeah, as far as
So,
like the multiple people in the bedroom, they already spoke about like having multiple people in the bedroom, so I already know that part. But as far as
Hmm.
like the sex trafficking, I'm saying the same thing y'all saying, but I'm like, bro, like that's Ti. He had the video opposing sex trafficking, and Atlanta is known for one of them, head spots where a lot of that shit be happening. Of course, it happens all over the world, but like it's very heavy out there from what I'm told. So I can't see it being.
wait, so are we
You said you said what, bro?
talking about the message that came out about him, those messages that came out?
Yeah. We talking about that.
Yeah.
Well, let's just tell the
Oh,
don't know.
they didn't do that.
I mean,
They didn't do that.
Okay.
That's just hate.
Nini's going
That's
for
just
the
hate.
whole entire
They
crowd.
didn't do that.
It's glitching. Go ahead.
I was just asking. I don't think I'm gonna be right. I don't think they did it. I definitely don't think that's sex trafficking. I think that this is just them trying to destroy their character to eliminate some of the business that they do, hoping that some of the sponsors, investments that they have will drift away from them because she's mad that she can't prove what she thinks happened. I do think that sex trafficking should be taken seriously, but them niggas ain't sex trafficking, bro. Not them. And I'm not even a T.I. fan. It's just there's so many other things he could do that'll be more profitable. He's from Atlanta. He's not sex trafficking. Yeah.
so basically, what happened is,
Nini's going to fill all the viewers in for the viewers that do not know.
yeah, in case you
Talk
guys
to
don't
me.
know. So they are accusing this against a lady named Sabrina Peterson.
Mhm.
That. But basically, this is what is heard that T.I. and his wife Tiny are issued a formal response to her, who basically was accused of putting a gun to her head and shared dozens of accusations from each other, like women against women or women against the couple. So basically, right now, they're saying, I have seen the video, which I'm going to find and I'll send it to you, Chips, of like a black and white video, like a grayed out video of them saying that was him and her from the truck distance of him putting the gun to her head. But I'll find that. But as far as like the witnesses regarding it, basically people were saying that they have been dealing with this woman for over 10 years, and she's been ragging about it and going back and forth trying to gain the publicity to feel the need to go against them of something that happened years ago that was already resolved, but it wasn't the case that she's bringing up now. That's what they're saying in defense.
Okay.
Okay.
But like he said, as far as publicity, any and every little thing will trigger what's going on, including the other Instagram posters, Shade Room, shout out to them. No, nothing against it, but there's different stories about different things. But I do have one thing before we say how we feel about it. It was on Instagram, as far as the follower of this information. It was a personal post that looks like it was typed in notes to me. But it's basically saying, this lady said that her friend used to strip and fly from time to time, where T.I. and Tiny were becoming a regular. And And one day she said they went to the house and he wouldn't let her in. Her friend was there. He wouldn't let her in until she took an X pill basically to get in the gate. Don't know how true that is, but
And the accusation.
Ecstasy. God dang. Okay.
yeah, but it has become a public personal post.
There's also that whole thing going around that there's somebody saying that they're the ones who sent the fake messages to her.
Yeah, that's not like this is just I'm going to just give
that.
facts from both sides, like defense and what it could. People are saying that it could be. Accusation is the word.
I will say I do believe T.I. did put the gun in her head. I'm just my personal opinion that I do believe that. I don't believe that other stuff, but the gun to the head that seems like a T.I. thing.
Yeah, it's a recurring history for him.
Yeah.
My boy can't hold no weapons. He's still a felon.
You never know.
To live for, and if it's 10 years ago and you're trying to dig like dirt, just let it be. That's something that honestly, being wise, I would blame somebody for if that was the case. People be paying people off for stupid stuff that don't affect them. But
wait. So can I ask a question?
Hell yeah.
If it's true, this means she's a victim. So should she not say anything regardless of the she's a victim? Or is it because her intentions are impure?
If it's true, then it's true. And then you know, everybody
but
that you created. But if it's not true and it's exaggerated, like some people take certain parts and say, oh, based on a true story, doesn't mean it could be a small sector of the movie that was true, and now you exaggerate to your story. So it could have been anything that led up to that. Like you say, you might believe pieces of it. He put the gun to her head, but you don't believe it got any further than that. It might have been a scares, anything. But as far as the whole story, I don't believe. I do believe one thing about him is his character, and everybody can have a time where they need to step back into their character, or they're trying to step out of that character. You're never in a gray area when it comes to that. So you're either going through something, you're in something, or you're coming out of something. Lessons, life, period. So it could have been part of it. No longer lives in, but I don't know that. I'm just saying, if I had to spread that all out, I would say until it's proven, you know.
Let me know damn well.
They might be auntie. But
I
also,
think we have a
figure when it comes to voting, and that has a lot to do with what people are coming out going on. Which we're not blind to that either. Distractions.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna say this before we transition. Like T.I. went to jail twice for gun charges. Everybody know about that bull job. But this situation, it seemed a little far-fetched. Anytime more than two people come up with saying that something happened, I'm like, why y'all coming out now at the same time like this? Now you feel me?
Michael Jackson.
And 15 came out within the span of a week. Like, what was y'all doing the whole time? You feel what I'm saying? But just like Bill Cosby, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. All y'all came out at the same time saying this. Either y'all attorney said this, or y'all heard somebody say it, and y'all came together, and then y'all put your statement out jointly. I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I mean. Like over the worms, like years ago, if partially of that has happened, I'm on 10 with that too.
So who do we have here, Benny?
Hey, this is my kid's grandma, Keita. She want to ask a question.
Well,
hey.
He touched on it. He said why they all of a sudden coming out with it now. That's what I want to know. Why now? All the times that she had to say something, she wait until now. And I wondered, is it the same girl that he wrote that song about that said that he used to mess with her on the bus or something like that, and hold his drugs for her, and he wasn't gonna call her name because she married now. Okay. Same person, and if so, what's her motive? What's behind
that?
Yeah.
I know. Mama that came with the facts. Yes.
All right.
Got my bag.
Do remember that?
Yeah, memories back.
Wow. I never knew there was a song out about.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh
yeah,
wow.
but
I'm gonna have
that's
that woman get a ball.
you know, and that's a good question. You know what I'm saying? Because as he had portrayed it, painted it out in the song, if I remember correctly, it was like it was a chick who couldn't find love, but she just wanted to feel love.
That's the one.
Yep.
It's like she sleeps with whoever she slept with. But
I think the song was called "All the Times Back Then" or something like that. Yeah.
it's called Memories Back Then. But
Memories back.
My dog.
Yeah. But it's just one of those where a chick who didn't have love, but she wanted to feel love, so it didn't matter who was fucking. Oh, excuse me, Miss Keita.
No, you all right. You all right. Keep it real.
But it didn't matter who was, you know what I'm saying, laying with her. You feel me?
Yeah. Maybe she want to lay with him again. Maybe that's what it is.
Oh boy.
Mm.
But they say it's for 10 years. I'm not sure how accurate that news is, but they say they've been doing that for 10 years or whatever. Like 5 or 6 times they met up. And then one of the times it just came out like this, real bad with her.
Okay, but again, when did that song come out?
That song came out
2010.
Whoa.
10 years ago.
Okay.
But you gotta look at this. Why would somebody like T.I. have to traffic anything as far as females? He's T.I.
But he's a power hungry person.
One of the most known rappers on the planet. But that's the ultimate form of power, not having to pay for it. Wouldn't you think, Mark?
Nah, not with T.I. That's my baby. I'm sorry, but nah, not with him. He's a control freak. He got to control everything.
That makes sense. Yeah, because when you pay for it, you control those things. No, because the money's at.
As y'all my witness, I don't believe it. It's crazy to hear these stories, but I just don't believe it.
Yeah, I can't believe that. I can't.
Like when I heard it from T.I., I was like, nah, I like T.I., but nonetheless, it's like people liked R. Kelly too, but he was doing some crazy stuff.
I believe
proved it. But it's like T.I.'s doing the crazy stuff, then nonetheless, it's like hold him to the fire. But as far as like just hearing it and going on social media, just randomly seeing that, I can't just get with that, honestly.
Exactly.
This character said something different for over the years, because I know females, as what we've experienced with the celebrity, they say, oh, he did this and the third, he did this and the third, and pointing fingers, just trying to get a check, whatever. So that's what
I'm not to sound
point of view
misogynist about this, but misogynistic about this, but most of the time it be females who have willingly given themselves up to the person in the situation. Get what they assumed they were going to get out of it. And it's like, now I'm going to say that you can come back and get some more. And then they're like, nah, oh yeah, that's how you going? I'm going to say that you raped me. You know what I'm saying? That's also, that happens a lot as well. So it's like, I believe every woman should be heard, but I also believe that there should be discernment in everything that is said. You know what I'm saying? And I know that you can't always have evidence. You can't always have evidence. That's a fact. But I don't know. I feel like there should be more discernment in these stories, because a lot of these things can destroy people's careers. A lot of these things can lead people to kill themselves. Like, I'm gonna be real, I never believed the whole Michael Jackson thing.
Bingo. Talk to me.
Like, not a guy who like hurt people or did troubling things to people. He might have had a weird connection, or what we perceived as a weird connection with people.
No childhood, bro.
He did.
But
talk to him, Jamal. Talk to him.
That man's been
Michael
Jackson since 5 or whatever. He ain't.
Because he didn't have Michael Jackson to those children. He could just be.
Media, before social media.
Yeah.
That man was
He didn't-
Twitter, he was Facebook, he was Instagram. Like he ain't had
Mhm.
no privacy, no nothing. So I don't feel like it's like that. If anything, it was a connection where it's like, yo, I long to be where you are, just like we long to be where they are. As far as celebrities for a lot of people, where it's like, yo, I long to be in your shoes because I see it from my point of view as being where it's at. Michael Jackson, how I feel, was looking at it like, bruh, if I had my child, like, you know what I'm saying, feelings, whereas like I was a child again and be able to relive my whole entire life, I would do that in an instant. So just surrounding himself with that, I feel like that. But there are some pedophiles out there, and fuck y'all for all of them that's out there. You feel me?
Fuck you,
It's
nigga.
sad
We
that
about to say 10 toes in that ass.
all
Get 10 years for weed, but you for pedophiles.
Yeah.
No,
That was just one of them statements because that's another topic in itself. I don't even want to touch on that because that shit's sickening.
Had to be addressed though.
But yeah.
Wow, hello, hello, hello.